I was gifted another bottle of wine today, so let's try this one out. Start here with the label, checking it out. First off, I want to note that this brand is one that I've seen in the stores for like $10 a bottle, and buying it in bulk, you can get it for about $7-8 a bottle. There's a good start. The type of, or the varietal we're looking at is a Riesling, which, you know, one of my favorite kinds. You know, the sweeter German varietals. So, labeling saying it's Riesling, that just means it's about 70% Riesling, if I'm remembering my laws on this subject correctly. So yeah, almost all one varietal. If you're getting what's it called, Australian wine, you're pretty much guaranteed 100% of that varietal if that's what you're shopping for. Next thing to note is that the region is California. Laws being that you have to be 70% in that region, except in Oregon where it's much stricter regioning laws. So these aren't any particular area of California. This is the whole state making up most of where the grapes are from. So the wine is probably just very generic flavor if you're judging it by that spot. Like how a Monterey wine would taste different from a where's that? Napa wine, different from even something from Spokane, even if they're all the same varietal. Although I'm not really certain how much you'd want one from Spokane, because I've had a wine from Idaho, and Spokane's close enough to make me judge it a bit. Claims to be sweet, claims to be a best in class. There's also no year listed, unless this best in class 2012 is, so I'm going to go by, and then if it's claiming to be a 2012, there's no other labeling to tell. No alcohol content listed that I can tell. So this is all we really have to go on. Riesling is so far the most appealing part of it, although the age is also pretty decent. Let me get a better glass and then we'll check it out from there. Oh, and just as a side note, the cap is one of these screw-off tops. That doesn't necessarily denote quality. It just means it's more of the modern capping equivalent, because as Australia proved, you can make good screw top wines. They're the ones who really popularized the screw-off top versus corked. Either way is still good wine. I mean, it's no how it's capped like this is no way to judge a wine. Just saying. Okay, forgive my cheapness of the table. I don't really have a table to speak of to begin with, and also forgive the spottiness of this glass. It's a little dirtier than, or a little spottier than it should be, but it's still clean. Anyway, first thing to look at is the color. As you can probably see hopefully see in this video, I'm trying to get at it at a good angle. It's pretty clear, pretty clear, and very bubbly. Bubbly isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just means there's air in there, or anyway, as I was saying about the bubbling, could also mean that there's still fermentation going on, and that's the alcohol bubbling into it. That's sort of what my guess is that's going on, because it smelled a little alcohol-y when I opened the bottle. But we'll see what it really smells like once I get into the smell and tasting portion of this. But, you know, it still looks decent enough. Yeah, I tried to clean up a little for this video because make myself look good. Anyway, getting on to the smell portion. Yeah, doing like the fancy people do, and just swirl it around a little. There you go. Get the proper one going. Smells pretty alcohol-y with a little bit of citrus in there. Bottle claims it's supposed to be Mandarin orange, but who knows? Give it a exhale a bit and clear out your nostrils a little. Can't really tell on the camera, but the legs on it running pretty darn fast. So yeah, there's another sign of the possible quality. Yeah, it's very chemically smelling with, just that hint of citrus on it. And forgive the dogs, they're neighbors and they're idiots, so ignore them. But, all important part, the taste. Definitely has that mandarin orange flavor, and not much else. I mean, it's even an extremely mild orange flavor. Yeah, barely can taste the orange on there, and that's supposed to be its advertised flavor, but aside from the smell not being exactly what you think, yeah, this is decent enough, and I mean, for the price, go on to serve to people you'll like. I'm not entirely going to give it a full endorsement, but, it's not entirely awful. Or, it's not awful. Let's say it that way. But, if you like vaguely orangish wine from an entire state as an appellation, or go for that. But, for what it is, it's good. It's worth the price. So try it out. See if you like it. Everyone has different tastes on wines, especially of how varied wines can be. But, yeah, that's about it. Don't really have anything else to say. Hope you'll like this video on trying out a new bottle of wine. Don't know what we'll have next. And if I get another different, better flavor, we'll see what we can do sampling and describing it. So, see you then.